We decide to ignore our own needs and put others first to the level of harming us. But where do we draw the line and say that we can't give more? If you ask any working mothers about self-care, most probably they will ask you back to remind them what you mean by that, as they forgot that it existed at all. Self-care is the very first to get rid of when you become a mother, and it remains a low priority for most moms due to the tons of tasks which somehow seem to be more urgent or important. But why is that? Hi, I'm Esther and welcome to my channel. In this video, I will explore the negative consequences of ignoring ourselves and how we can keep self-care in our lives, even as mothers with professional careers. I'm curious, how much time do you spend with self-care daily? Please leave your answer in the comments field. To start with, let's clarify that self-care is not a synonym for being selfish. Self-care means taking care of yourself so that you can be healthy and balanced, you can do your job, you can take care of your kids and be there for your family, for your friends, and you can fulfill your responsibilities throughout the day without sacrificing yourself. And that is the hard part, because we mothers put our family and often our working environment first. We want to be helpful, responsive, and available at work when there is a request from coworkers or our manager, even if the price is taking away time from our lunchtime or family time in the afternoon. For our kids, we give up being alone and sleeping, and we keep prioritizing them over our own needs as they grow, which is absolutely normal until a certain level, as our children highly depend on us. But where do we draw the line and say that we can't give more? There is nothing left in the tank, and we claim back self-care and the time that we need to dedicate to our well-being. Do we wait until they grow up? 80% of working mothers deal with at least one stress-related health issue. And self-care has an extremely important role in conserving physical and emotional health. Self-care is the #1 tool to cope better with daily stressors. But even though we know this very well, for some reason we decide to ignore our own needs and put others first to the level of harming us. It is very complex to see what are the main reasons. Very often this is related to lack of self-worth, where we only feel valuable and lovable if we are useful to others, regardless of our capacity level. Often, it is based on habits, socialization, or very simply, not having the tools and strategies to change the behavior. Please, work on it. Very often, my clients come to me when they are already struggling very hard to keep it together, and that is when they finally decide to work on their self-care. My first suggestion is not to wait until you have no other choice, when you already have anxiety or you are close to a nervous breakdown, when your marriage is in trouble and you lost all your motivation at work. If you don't build enough self-care into your life, it will have a toll on your physical and emotional health, your relationships and your career. So check out my other videos or my coaching program below in the description box, or find another professional help, but work on it and don't wait until things get really bad. How can you say what is enough amount of self-care? I know that it is hard to be a working mom, but don't assume that it is normal and part of the job to feel overwhelmed all the time. You do have the right to recharge your batteries, and yes, most probably you would need way more time than is available for you, but you can find the fine balance when you can breathe and have the space to take care of yourself, and still you cover the essentials without sacrificing yourself. So to answer the question, enough is when you feel that you can be in balance. What about the guilt? One common theme is the mommy guilt. Because if you decide to go away for a retreat or to spend a girls' weekend with your friends, there is usually guilt knocking on the door, saying that you should be with your kids, what will they do without you, or you should spend that money on them. Guilt can come up even for a half-day program or for a yoga class that you want to sign up for. Again, spending time to be well is not selfish, it is a necessity. The challenge is that it takes a village to raise our kids. But these days, our lifestyle is different. We don't have the whole village to help us. But we do have fathers, grandparents, friends. Every family is different and every mom has a different situation, so different options to explore. But the bottom line is it is not selfish to spend time without your kids and recharge your batteries, and we do need to normalize that. Plan it. To build self-care into your life, first of all, you need to plan it. And my recommendation is to start with at least 3 self-care activities a day. It can be a 10 minutes long yoga, a short meditation, and going to bed early, a date night, reading a novel before sleeping, or walking at lunchtime. There are endless possibilities to do something for yourself every single day. And I am sure that there are some options that would work for you. Check out my video about time management tips, which can also give you some ideas. Once you have a plan, you can create a routine that contains self-care activities, and soon that will become a habit. The more time passes, it will be easier, as it will be an essential part of your life that everyone respects in your environment. Everything is easier with the power of community support. So join our Facebook group where we have totally free self-care movements from time to time. We will start one very soon in May. I will add the link for that as well so that you can sign up for that. Please support more free content by subscribing to the channel and don't forget to like the video. Thank you.